Hey, hello, Rodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. What do we got here? I hear that train a-coming, rolling round the bend. I ain't heard nothing like it since I don't know when I'm going to Folsom Prison just to watch him die. Going to Folsom Prison, stick a pin in his eye. Don't play with a guy like me, because I'm bad to the bone. I'm a rebel. Who else would hit a bicycle frame? Nobody. Oh. It's the Fab Four. Well, I'm going to go to the... Oh. Ta-da! You can't see me do the ta-da thing, can you? Ta-da! Ta-da! It's too high. Oh boy. I just got out of bed. Getting ready to put on my hat and my glasses. Not really quite yet, but I'm getting ready. I'm going to go and deliver some corn. We'll have a corn delivery video. I'm going to have a corn delivery video for you today, folks. In case any of you have ever wondered about what it's like to get corn, buy corn, drive corn, deliver corn. Your wait is over. I was watching this thing last night, the game between Kansas City and Denver. So it gets down to so what happened? I didn't even know what happened. Because I was recording it on my DVR. Okay, because the way I watch the game is, I'll let the game start to record, and then I'll go and watch the game. And then when it gets to a commercial, I'll just zip through it so I can continue to watch the game. So naturally I did that. I would do other things because I don't just sit there and watch the freaking game. So I go do other things because I got a lot of things to do. So the game, Denver. I'm watching the game, right? Denver ties up the game in the last minute or so of the game, and then the thing shuts off. Because whenever you have a thing where you're power of the mind. Power of the mind. Power of the mind. Power of the mind. All right, already. So I'm watching the game, and then all of a sudden the game shuts off because when you watch the game, when you click record, it says, oh, there's an extension for this game. Click the extension because you want the extension in case something happens. You get the extension. The extension ran completely out, and the game was freaking over. That was it. And then I went to check the score. Denver won, but I didn't know how they won. So I saw a little clip of the tape how they won. They won the game. They tied the game. So then they go. I guess what happened, I don't know. It was 1st and 10 on the 20. So that would make me assume that they scored, and then they kicked the ball to the opposing team. The opposing team got the ball with 20-something seconds left. Instead of just letting the clock run out, they're going to have to go 80 yards in 27 seconds just to take a kneel down and let the time run out and then decide it in overtime. No, they run the ball. The chances of running the ball from the 20, 80 yards is very, very slim. I mean, you know, if I could bet $1 on that every time, and then if I lost, I'd lose $20, I'd take that every single time because I get rich doing that. It's not going to happen. You're not going to score 20. You're not going to score a touchdown running the ball on the 20 with 27 seconds left. It's just not going to happen. So that's what they did. They ran the ball. The guy fumbled. Denver picked up the ball and ran in the end zone and won the game. And I'm paying for that service. I'm paying for that freaking service to get the game. Power of the mind off. Power of the mind off. Mind, power of the mind off. Freaking losing it over here. Picking up corn. Pistol packing mama at the corn place. Okay, that's who just picked up the corn. That was interesting. That a young woman there with a freaking pistol. I mean that. I don't know. I guess she's got to guard the corn or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think she works there. I mean, full on freaking. That's unbelievable. But anyway, what are you gonna do? Anyway, this is the route that I take. This is when I come to the flea market. So I'm gonna turn here and then get on I-40, deliver the corn, and then go to the coffee shop. Okay, I'm leaving. It's 8:50. So they were a little bit early with the corn, which is good. So 8:50, and it's so I should be there at about 9:50. Yeah, it's about 10 o'clock. That's about the right time. So my phone wasn't working, so I had to borrow the phone of the person that was there to call my contact person. So they didn't pick up the phone, so I left them a message. So anyway, we'll see if they're there waiting for me when I get there. I've got to drive 45 minutes to drop off the corn, and they got to go for about 15-20 minutes to get to the drop-off place. So we'll see if they're waiting for me when I get there. That's some kind of, I don't know what that is. It's some sort of, they've developed it into some sort of a little park of some sort. And those are the kind of things that many years ago, when I was on the road selling jewelry way back, I mean, this goes back years. Those are the kind of places that are like tourist places. And you could stop in there. These always had a little gift shop or something like that. And that's how I made a living when I was in my 20s. Yeah, that's a long time ago. I traveled all over. I traveled from the farthest south and east I went was Florida. The farthest north and east I went was New York and up around, well, anyway, in that area. And west was San Diego to like mostly Oregon, up in Oregon. I would go and drive up the Pacific coast in the summertime. And I always loved that. It was great, just drive up the coast. And Oregon was nice. They had lots of smoked fish. I really like the smoked fish. What the hell are they doing? They're expanding their motorcycle thing. smoked fish and all that. So I traveled a lot, and I got to see a lot of the country. Lots of different parts of the country. It was fascinating. It was an interesting thing to do. I was so young, and you feel really. I mean, you're free. You're in your vehicle driving around, and at that time, everybody had like a CB radio. So I remember one time, I think I was back east somewhere, and I would start screwing around with the guys every once in a while. The truckers, because that was the time of, hey, good buddy, how you doing there? What's your 10-4? No, what is it, 10-9 or something, like location, whatever that is, I forgot, And so there was this guy, I could see him on his radio behind me, And I said to him, hey, good buddy, just fucking with the guy, right? And he came back and said, I'm not your good buddy, and you're not my good buddy. I could see him I could see him talking, And I said to him, you are my good buddy, and I am your good buddy. The fucking guy floored it, and he's gonna run over me. I had a Plymouth Satellite. It was a really nice car, a really fast car. So I just hit the fucking, hit it, and I was escaping the guy, It was like a cat and mouse thing. I mean, the guy couldn't have caught me under any circumstances. And so finally I just got off the road, and I had turned up at a location to get off and do my business. I had to do what I had to do. And then one time, these guys, truckers are really pretty freaking insane, especially at that time, And I was in Colorado, and these guys were like shooting fireworks out of their truck going down the freaking road. I mean, they were insane. And one time, matter of fact, I think my daughter was already born, and my wife and I, or my mom and dad were watching the baby. She wasn't, real small. She was, she wasn't real small. Watching our daughter, and we went to California, to Disneyland, just to get out and do something, her and I, because very rarely got any time like that. And so we're there, and we're driving and talking to this guy. I think he was Rattlesnake, I think was his name, and we were talking Rattlesnake or whatever. And so we got off and go to chat with him at a truck stop or someplace to have a cup of coffee and just to, talk to the guy in person. And he was telling us about all the guys on freaking speed and all kinds of stuff. It's just something really. And from what I understand, and I don't know that much about this, but you can do your own research, that there's a lot of guys like doing coke. Of course, most of them are getting drug tested now, the truck drivers, which is good. But they were like doing coke and all kinds of stuff. So these guys, these truck drivers, man, you don't want to play games with them, man. They'll freaking run over you. Riding on the freeway is never really such a hot idea. I mean, freaking bicycle on the freeway. I guess it's legal, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty dangerous. I guess that's probably what the bikes of Wrath, probably what they did. Boy, I tell you what, it's really dangerous to be. Well, maybe it's less dangerous. Maybe it's less dangerous to ride on a big shoulder on the freeway like that than it is to ride on a little teeny tiny shoulder on a 2-lane road. So maybe it is less dangerous. I tell you, man, these freaking truck drivers and everything else, it'd be pretty scary to be riding a bicycle by the freeway. Well, we're entering Albuquerque, so let's think to yourself, what are the chances of this woman being there? Now, the whole thing, I got involved in this because my buddy who does it all the time, is going to is in this location. They're having a get-together, a family get-together to celebrate their mother's 85th birthday. So, from what I gathered out of the deal, he was just going to forget the corn thing, and that was it. He was just going to forget about it. But then one of the people over there at taking care of the thing, wanted to do the corn thing, so he asked me if I would deliver the corn, and I said, sure, why not? It's my buddy, what am I going to do? Oh, no, I don't have time to do the corn thing. Yeah, okay, man, I'll do the corn thing for you. So I'm doing the corn thing, but what it was is that, from what I gathered, he was going to just give her my phone number, and she was going to contact me so that she and I could work it out together, which is fine. That was like about a week ago. Right? So the whole thing goes on and on and on. No response, no get together with me, no calling, no nothing. So let my buddy know, hey man, no response here, no response. So he says, well, I'll call her. Left a message, didn't pick up the phone. And then, so I didn't get any contact. So 12 hours before I'm supposed to go pick up the corn, I call her. Didn't pick up the phone. So maybe about a half hour later, I get a phone call from her about the corn. So we're going to go and deliver the corn right now. And so I'm driving about 35, 40 miles to deliver the corn. I called her from the corn place to let her know I'm on my way. So she probably has about a 15-minute drive to the drop-off place. So we'll see if she's there. Now, I don't really know this woman. I don't know her. But I'm thinking she's not going to be there. That's what I'm thinking. She's not going to make it. But I'm hoping that she is, because if she is, that's great. I'll have time to go to the coffee shop, grab a bite to eat, at the coffee shop, and then get ready for my doctor appointment. So I hope it happens, goes smoothly, because I've got to drive from the corn location pickup place to my doctor's. I've got to be there 15 minutes early just to make sure I check in and everything. I always show up early. I mean, that's my personality. I'm always early because that's my personality. And so we'll find out. We'll find out here soon enough what's happening. When I called her, she was at Corsa Montano. So should be here shortly. Scott and I are talking about the thing in Arizona, and talking about how there's phony stuff, and phony places like tourist traps and stuff like that. Anyway, I was doing this. I was in Texas once, and there was a sign, the world's largest peanut.
Oh, that was got to be good, right?
You gotta. I mean, if you're not going to see the world's largest peanut, I mean, what's wrong with you? So I get off the road, to go see the world's largest peanut. So I'm going. There's a sign, the world's largest peanut, and all this. So I get there to the world's largest peanut, and it's outside of a post office, and it's a concrete peanut that's about 3 feet long.
They're not even hiding it.
They're not even. It's like the world's largest peanut is the freaking thing was like 2 feet long. It's just a concrete peanut outside the post office. Probably some of the locals did that just to have fun with people like me.
Hey, I got something campy here.
All right, good.
I got a pink flamingo, I think.
I remember your pink flamingo. What happened to it?
I don't know.
I bet somebody stole it.
Someone took it. Yeah, stuff does leave here from time to time.
What happened to it?
Well, I had some campy stuff then.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have some cool stuff.
I got a lot of camp, actually.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's campy. That's religious camp,
Scott's got a great yard. I love his yard. I mean, this is pretty amazing too. These dancing metal figures on
that's not camp.
Huh?
That's not camp.
Well, what is it? What would it be considered?
Cool Mexican stuff. Just.
And then it's on that.
Really well done. Really nicely
yeah, it's
done.
well done, and it's on this. It's on this handmade quilt that looks like they used nylon or polyester kind of stuff.
Weather's been hard on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wonder if that skeleton glow. Well, it doesn't glow at night. I've got some.
It doesn't glow because I would have noticed if it had. Yeah,
Because I've got some beads that are white, and then when you take them out in the sun, they turn color. They're really cool.
Oh, they turn color.
Yeah, they turn.
They're
color.
not all that color.
No, they turn
interesting.
they turn different colors. They turn like
so they must have painted the surface then.
Some sort of fluorescent material or something.
Okay.
So
all different colors.
That's got chicken teeth. Yeah, they turn different colors. Ooh, this is spooky. Oh man, look at that.
You know what? It's got a battery that every once in a while it lights up and it's pretty.
Oh, you don't even know when it lights up? It just lights up on its own?
Once in a while. I think it's probably got a spirit, you know.
Yeah.
It's probably something that, who knows what it's doing to me.
It's doing something to you, Scott. Trust me.
Well, life is good, so whatever it's doing, it's not that bad, you know.
Yeah. That's a nice little birdhouse too.
Nice birdhouse?
Yeah, a little painted birdhouse up there. That little thing right there.
Yeah, somebody's throwing that away. Yeah. I should probably put it on a pole, huh, and hope some birds get in it. Although I don't want to encourage birds because of the cat.
Oh, absolutely.
So maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't think a bird would just come in here and nest in that.
Probably not.
Too much traffic here.
Too much traffic.
Yeah. So you know what's camp?
What's that?
Batman.
Oh, I love Batman.
I love Batman.
Oh yeah, I used to watch Bat. Pow! Sa! I love Batman.
Robin, get the bat exterminator.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what was really, I don't know if it's camp or not, but remember Roy Rogers? He was always on his horse and all that. They had horses and everything. But they had a sidekick who had a Jeep.
I didn't see that show that much, so I don't remember that.
I don't remember much of it, but I do remember there was a guy who had a Jeep. It was a freaking cowboy show with a guy with a Jeep.
Don't remember that one. Mr. Ed.
Oh yeah. Hey, do you know how they got Mr. Ed's lips to move?
Something with food, right?
No, they put like a little like a fish line, and then pulled his lips.
That's fucked up.
Huh?
That's fucked up.
Well, it's not that fucked up. The hooks they used were
a horse. It is.
No, they were plastic hooks. It didn't.
So it didn't hurt the horse.
Oh,
you're sure?
It's a joke, dude. It's a joke.
I didn't. I
don't know how they did it. I mean, they probably used fish hooks. Fish hooks,
hope
big.
Not. But you never.
No, they wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have done that.
Back then, they might have.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was a different time. You know,
there was a story once. This guy, I think it was Merv Griffin or something like that. He saw this guy with a dancing duck, and he thought, "Wow, a dancing duck! I want you to come on my show." So the guy went to the Merv. I think it was Merv Griffin. Went to the show, and the guy said, "Okay, well, where's the plug-in?" And the guy goes, "What do you mean the plug-in?" "Well, I have to plug in the hot plate." And the guy said, "Get out of here." The guy literally showed up with his dancing duck, but he had a duck on a hot plate, so the dance was dancing.
Oh, that's horrible.
It is horrible. That's horrible.
Totally horrible.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
totally horrible.
That's essentially torture.
That is. That is. That's no good.
Yeah. And hey, you know, there's still a lot of torture going on as far as animals goes.
As far as humans go.
Well, that too, yeah.
Freaking humans are being tortured too.
I feel worse when animals get it in a way because they're so innocent. Like, you know, the way veal.
Well, there's a lot of innocent humans being tortured. I mean, it's not like the gangs are torturing one another.
Well, the gangs do torture one another.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, they're not innocent. They're freaking gang members.
Well, that's a long story.
It is a long story.
A long story. So,
it's a long story, ladies and gentlemen. What's this, Scott? Oh, this is kind of
like olive oil or something.
That's kind of cool. I mean, Scott has a personality like mine in a way. He has all this stuff that it's just, oh look, you could glue her right there.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I will.
That's awesome. Is it like a miniature person or a giant skateboard?
Giant skateboard is great, man. I wonder if it's different.
You could pose her.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe put more than one thing on there. How did you get that thing to stand up? How did you do that? That way?
Yeah, that'll work.
Probably
Whoa!
better the other way, but
Well, you can do it. I don't know.
it's not very stable that way, though.
No, it's not.
But
a little bit of glue,
would do it,
or
yeah.
clay. If you have a little piece of clay,
Clay.
like a putty,
Right?
you could stick some putty on there, and then you could adjust her later. Do her arms move?
Well, I know where my glue is. I
Well,
don't
why
know
don't you
where
hold
my
that?
putty is. So.
Put it on there. See if her arms move. Yeah, wow! It's funny. I like this. It's really amazing that two people in their one guy in their 60s and one guy in their 50s playing around. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
50s and 60s, what?
Well, you're in your 50s, I'm in my 60s, and we're playing it with a little doll on a freaking giant skateboard.
Hey, I got my first ever senior citizen discount yesterday.
How old are you?
57, but the golf courses, they count you a senior for 55.
That's your first ever senior discount?
Anything in my life. Yesterday.
That's funny.
Yeah. But the thing that's about it, though, is that we played at the Lobo course, and if I brought my student ID, it would even been $1 cheaper to be a student.
Oh.
But I didn't have my ID with me, so.
That's cool.
So.
That's
I'll
cool.
be able to use that senior citizen discount at the other public courses, I think.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Did they make you show an ID?
She didn't, but, you never know. Yeah.
Dude, you don't look a day over 54.
Then why did she ask then?
That's right. Why did she ask? That was an insult.
Yeah, I said, well, exactly. That's what it was. It was an insult.
It was an insult. You have to use your sewer.
I'm planning.
Hey, remember Uncle Spunky the sewer? Who was that? It was like Uncle something the sewer. He was a guy in a comedy show or something, and he was.
What year?
I don't remember if it was a comedy show or a movie.
Were
He
you a
always
kid, or-
sued people.
Huh.
Can't remember that.
How old were you when you saw that? 'Cause
Freak, I can't remember, dude.
Okay.
That's.
Yeah.
I think it was just part of one single show. I don't think it was a character.
I don't recall that.
What is this thing? Oh, it's like a little bunny in a.
It's a pine cone.
in a pine
right?
cone.
Yeah, it's painted.
It's really amazing how they make stuff. Somebody designs it, they take it and they make it in China. They bring it over in a ship, and then somebody has it for like a
Yeah.
week, and then they throw it away.
Especially if they're handmade. I mean.
Well, those things aren't handmade.
Oh. Was that?
Oh, you should. Oh, handmade stuff. I'm sure you find a lot of cool
Oh,
handmade
wow.
stuff.
Well, like that bird house.
I like this.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it either, is
No,
there?
it's cool.
Yeah. These things are trippy.
What's that?
I think these are like foot massage things.
I think there's something like that. I don't know exactly what they are. You got two of those.
Yeah.
Look at that. You have like a husband and bride thing. That's awesome. See, your place is a.
Yeah, I used to have that in my truck.
This is a wonderful place for a photographer to come and take photos. Oh, you got all these little bunnies too.
Bunnies?
Little bunnies,
Yeah, bunnies.
these little.
Huh. I forgot I had those. Yeah, I
I'll
vaguely
put that right there and
remember.
make it look like you have a bunny head.
Yeah.
Hey Scott, you got a bunny head.
Hey, there's bunnies on campus.
Oh
You know
yeah.
that?
No,
Have you
but
seen
there's
them?
bunnies everywhere. I got freaking
Yeah.
bunnies all over the place.
Yeah.
We got a lot of bunnies out there where I
I
live.
guess I was being kind of mean in a way because I was sort of chasing the bunny just to see what it would do. I probably shouldn't do that. It stresses out the bunny.
No, it's okay. It's okay for you to stress out a poor innocent little bunny, but somebody wants to put a fish hook in a horse's mouth and make him talk to entertain
I know,
everybody.
that's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
this is
This
terrible,
guilty.
Scott.
Yeah. So,
See, that's
although
not.
the bunny's probably not that traumatized.
No, they're not traumatized at all. They're probably going.
They're probably used to it.
Of
Yeah.
course they're used to it, or they wouldn't be living
Exactly,
in a fucking
exactly.
golf course, dumb
Exactly.
bunnies.
They're nervous little animals.
Oh yeah. Scott has all kinds. Scott has probably about as much stuff as I. Well, he probably has more stuff than I do. You have a lot of skulls.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
a?
those I kind of collect.
You're a collector, a skull collector.
I kind of, well, I mean, I kind of put them in the same place.
There's
Got a
a.
bunch of little skulls there too. I think that's where they are. Oh yeah, here's one.
Yeah. Cool.
And this is a skull.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
That's a creepy one.
that's a creepy one.
Yeah.
But you also did this come with
Yeah,
it?
it came together. Yeah.
It's a pretty good skull.
Huh?
It's a pretty good skull.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. What is it, man? I wonder if it's paper mache. It looks like, but I wonder if it's some sort of. Anyway, I wonder if it's a paper mache thing, completely. Well, Scotty, I'm going to go and do my trip. I think I'm going to go get a cup of coffee before I go to my appointment.
Yeah. You gonna go to the coffee shop?
I think so. I'm sorry that I didn't catch you, because I like to go see
it's
Scott.
hard to get in early, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a long way. I mean, it's not like I just have to walk from here to there. You know?
Yeah. Oh man, you got cool stuff, man. See, I like that little dance couple back there and the Capitol.
Oh, I thought that's the one you were talking about over there. That's the one that I had in my car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's the one over
The
here?
one over there, it's on that top shelf. It's a really nice one.
Oh yeah, that is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, that could be yard art, so I think it will be.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, I shouldn't have it back there. It's real fun to just try to think about where to place them too, where they look right.
Right.
Even though
This is a cool little thing.
Yeah. That would probably get eaten up by the weather though, so I wouldn't want to put it outside.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Stuff like that always does eventually decompose too.
Yeah. Well, that thing will hang out for a long time. That's some sort of oh yeah, that's good. They look more like a happy couple now, Scott.
No.
Isn't that wonderful? Liz and one of her husbands.
Who's Liz?
Liz Taylor.
Oh, okay. There's a really famous Brazilian book, and they turned it into a movie called Donna Floor and Her Two Husbands.
Donna
Floor and Her Two Husbands. You ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah. It's it's one of the most famous pieces of literature out of Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's about this woman who had a boring husband and an exciting husband. But the boring husband had the money, and the exciting husband just always wanted to have a good time. It was a good story.
It sounds like something very typical.
It's
As far as people's
Yeah.
people's
and in
Brazil,
Brazil, it's almost like not even shamed like it is here.
Oh, do they actually
know.
have two husbands in Brazil?
No, it was only the boring husband was a real husband. The other one was a love affair.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
kind of
Did the
thing.
boring husband know about the love affair?
So long ago that I didn't read the book. I saw the movie and I can't remember. This particular writer is named Jorge Amado. He's like probably the most famous Brazilian writer, and he wrote another book that's just as famous, and I really liked it. It's called Gabriela Cloves and Cinnamon or something like that. And
Is it in Portuguese?
it's in English.
It's in English?
Yeah, it's in English. You ought to read it. It's fantastic.
Really?
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's a wonderful book. Do you know about that Mexican movie like Water from Chocolate or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's similar to that. Yeah, but a woman uses her culinary skills and just her poor backland ways in Brazil. She came from this poor wandering bunch of people who just were just barely surviving,
Right.
and they were walking down the coast, and she walked into this guy's restaurant and got this job there, and everybody started coming to the restaurant then. It was a restaurant, and of course he fell in love with her right away,
Oh, uh-huh.
and it's really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool.
really really good. But he tried to like civilize her, and that's kind of what the book is about. Is he tried to civilize her, and she loved him so much she was willing to do whatever he said because they were so in love. But the civilizing her ruined her spirit.
Oh.
Like going to an opera or something like that.
Oh,
where you're
yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
act
yeah,
all
yeah, yeah,
perfect
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah.
she just felt confined by all the clothes that she had to wear, and felt
Right,
like,
right.
why can't I move?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's really a good book. Yeah. I just found that
It's kind of
like
interesting.
like last week. It was a ground find.
Oh, uh-huh. Cool.
Yeah, you know, you know what those concrete tubes that they use for testing? They
Oh,
test
yeah, 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 yeah,
compression
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. I think that's a piece of one of those. No, not really.
Yeah, not
No,
really.
that's not true. That cat doesn't belong to anybody.
Belongs to you.
Well, it was the next door neighbors
Yeah.
who moved to Florida. And the
Oh.
last day she was here, she was having a horrible day. She's a nice lady. Did you ever meet her, this lady
No.
from England?
Uh-uh.
She's a nice enough lady and everything. And so, but that's her cat. And the cat's a pain in the butt. Really.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He looks like he's all nice, but he won't come near anybody.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get him the last day, and he wouldn't come.
Oh.
So she just left him here, and the neighbors down there are feeding him or something.
Oh,
So he's like being fed.
Look at the size of that tomato plant there. That's
Yeah, that
Scott's
thing's
tomato.
amazing. Yeah, that thing.
Freaking huge. Look
I
at the
mean,
size of that
the
son of
base
a gun.
it's like what 3 feet high or whatever, but still, it's like what 8 feet high or something. I don't know. Yeah, it likes this soil, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
This is okra.
Oh, that's okra. Look at the okra. Scott growing okra and tomatoes out of this single thing here. Oh, it's a little high. It's higher. It's about 3 feet off the ground, so it's not that high.
Eggplant also.
But it's huge. What is that?
Eggplant.
Eggplant. Way to go, Scott. Eggplant, tomatoes. What's that thing?
That's called, this big leaf thing?
Yeah.
Castor bean.
Castor bean. Oh, is that what they
Yeah.
make castor oil out of?
Yeah.
Would they make it out of those things right there?
I don't know.
What is that? Is this the fruit, right?
Be careful, don't touch it, it's very poisonous.
Oh, poisonous.
Yeah, extremely. One of the most poisonous plants. Those nuts are some of the most poisonous things on the planet.
Really?
It's what they make ricin out of.
Oh.
You know what ricin is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I going to start itching because I touched
Well,
it?
I'd wash your hands.
Okay, let's go
Yeah.
inside so I can do that
Yeah.
because I'm freaking out.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. I touch them all the time, so.
Oh, okay. Well, but the difference
I'd
between
be
me and
more
you.
careful with you than I would be with me.
Well, I'm very sensitive, Scott,
Well, no, out of abundance of caution.
and delicate.
Wash your hands. Yes.
Out of an.
Wash your hands in the sink
Okay.
here, okay? And there's some soap there. Seed every year.
They reseed every year,
Yeah.
so they're
No,
not.
they'll die when the first frost comes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
They can't take the. They're in the tropics. It's a plant that you find a lot in the tropics, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere you go in the tropics, you'll see those things on the side of the road. And
You know when potatoes turn green? Is that making ricin?
no, even though I don't, ricin is specific to this thing.
Specific to that plant.
Yeah.
That's the plant that the Japanese guy was trying to poison everybody with, wasn't it? Ricin. Remember in the
I
subway?
know that there was a thing right around 9/11 they were talking about. Is that the same thing?
I think it was before. I think it was some guy,
okay.
some cult leader in Japan or something.
Oh yeah.
Remember him?
Okay. But they were also talking about it around 9/11 when the anthrax scare came along.
Oh yeah.
They were talking about it. I don't know if there was an incident. Was there an incident?
Not that I remember. The only
Yeah.
incident I ever really remember was the Japanese cult
that
guy.
was Ryson, huh?
I think it was
Okay.
Ryson, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. Yeah.
It's freaking weird, man. Scott and I were talking about the Ryson, and Scott brought up those people that
Jamestown.
the Jamestown people, and there was a guy who lives out where I live, who was a helicopter pilot in the military, and he was one of the guys who went down to collect the bodies in Jamestown.
Oh wow.
You know,
Huh.
that's
I didn't know they collected the bodies.
yeah, they did.
Well, to send back or something.
I
Oh,
guess
okay, yeah.
I think they
Yeah,
were all Americans and all
okay.
that.
Yeah, I didn't hear about any of that.
I didn't really
Yeah.
talk to the guy. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, he recently died. That guy.
They had a little documentary or something on YouTube about that whole thing.
The Jamestown thing.
I think so. Yeah, I think there was one on there. If you ever want to look at that, it's interesting. You know, it's macabre.
Yeah,
Sure.
he got all those. I think he got a lot of the people. They were from like San Francisco area.
Right, yeah, for sure.
They,
It's big, man. I don't remember how many people.
it was like 900.
That sounds about right. I was going to say 500, but maybe 900.
No, I think
yeah.
it was around 900.
Yeah.
Fucking all died, and I think there were some of them that
They didn't all die. There were some that actually resisted.
But I thought they killed them. But that obviously they.
Well, they didn't. There's some that got away.
Oh, you mean they just took off into the jungle or whatever?
If I remember correctly, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
that
like
was a
yeah.
screwed up situation.
Yeah. You know, if I remember correctly, he had security that was, already set up so people couldn't escape. I think they lined them up in a long line and they drank
Oh
drank
man.
whatever they drank. I don't know what they drank. Do you remember?
Yeah, they said it was Kool-Aid, but it wasn't really Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but I mean, what was the stuff that
I think it was something like a cyanide or some freaking thing.
Cyanide. It was a cyanide, yeah. That's what it was, yeah.